Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Kyle Busch's Fall Richmond win from 2018. As always, take a quick look at the box. As you can see, once again, just have your generic race winner box. Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series raced version, winner sticker, got the checkered flag and the finish line. Down the side, you got 2018 race winner, 2018 Richmond Raceway winner. Got to render the car right there, standard finish. They made a total of 505 of these things. Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, standard finish. There you have your 2018 race schedule on the back of the box. 2018 Action Racing Collectibles, and you of course have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Here is the car itself. This was Kyle's 50th career Cup victory. So if you're into, milestone wins, then this is definitely one for you. This of course does come with the race winner stat card. If you want to read that, there you can see. 50th Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series win. And there's your bio if you want to read that. So here's the car itself. And another kind of interesting fact about this car is this is the first time since 2013 that Kyle has won in the kind of primary yellow M&M's car. And since I'm sure some people are immediately typing, what about this car? In 2014, he only won in the Interstate Batteries car. In 2015, he only won with Crispy and, well, as far as M&M's goes, well, I'll ignore the Skittles and the Interstate Battery stuff, but 2015, he only won with the Crispy car. 2016, he only won with that solid yellow kind of retro car, which is definitely not the primary. And he also won with the red Nose Day car, which is also yellow, but still not the primary. Then 2017, he mostly won with Caramel and such, and then 2018, he, that was another interesting fact about this car, is that this was basically the end of his streak of winning all different paint schemes throughout the entire year. Every single win from 2018 was in a different paint scheme up until this car, and then he, of course, had to win Phoenix at the end of the year in the yellow car again, so that kind of ruined that streak. But up through this car, he did win in a completely different paint scheme for every single race last year, which is really kind of cool. But anyways, why don't we do a quick 360 of the car? This is one of those cars, much like, Logano's Penske Scallop car, that everyone's like, it needs to change, so lazy, but it's such a good, perfect car for M&M, so there's a reason they've kept it. So they tried to change it in 2014, and it didn't really go over too well with people, so... I mean, it has changed. Like I said, the colors of the M&Ms have changed, the characters have changed. It's just kind of the same base design, but it's a perfect base design for M&M, so why would they change it for no reason? Anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have M&M. Got Toyota Camry, number 18, and Joe Gibbs Racing. You, of course, have your playoff, spoiler, windshield banner, and splitter. Down the side, you got M&M's. You've got a little, not entirely sure what that little red logo is. If somebody knows what that is, please tell me. Got the picture of red pointing. Got Ream. In front of the rear wheel, you got Interstate Batteries, Mobil 1, Freightliner, Doosan, Mac Tools, Cessna, Siemens, Lincoln Welders, NATCA, and Sherwin-Williams. Got the pile of winter stickers right there. On the B post, you got Toyota, Joe Gibbs Racing, Snickers, Twix, Skittles, Pedigree, and American Heritage. You, of course, have Stanley on the C post. Is that a little chip right there? That is a chip. What a strange spot for a chip. You, of course, have your playoff emoji, which Kyle's one of the better ones. His iconic bow with the checkered flag. That one wasn't too bad. This was one of the last couple races where they still had the giant white box around them, I think, before they switched to just letting them put the, emoji without the box. Because the emojis really aren't that bad. It's the giant white box that just cuts into the paint scheme and looks kind of stupid. You, of course, have the round of 16 and the Monster Energy Cup Series playoff logo. On the back, you have Toyota Camry XSE, and you have Five Below, which is one of the things that made me want to buy this car. The fact that Five Below actually ended up on a NASCAR paint scheme M&M's car. But if you don't know what Five Below is, they're kind of like a dollar store, but everything is, $5 and below instead of $1 and below. So I think they still kind of cheat that either way, but it's a good place to sometimes find, like, Hot Wheels treasure hunts and even, newer waves of cars, Disney cars and everything, so I don't know how far they reach, but I have a bunch of them around here, so it's kind of cool to see that on a car. Anyways, on the Decklid, you have hashtag 18 and 18 and the row of M&Ms, and on the roof, you again have the row of M&Ms. This is number 344. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual, except of course you have Milky Way and you have yellow on this side. Let's take a look under the hood if it wants to open, which it of course does not. Can't even get under the hood. Jesus. Lionel, make up your mind if you want hoods that are way too easy to open or way too hard to open. There we go. You have Toyota Let's Go places in the M&M's logo. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously no Decklid, the roof flaps of course do open. And there is the underside of the car if you want to see that. But now let's get down to damage. This car doesn't really have much in the way of damage, but like I said, it is a milestone win and has a bunch of stuff going for it. But as you can see, it is very dirty on the front. You know, Richmond is a short track, so of course it's going to have extra dirt and rubber buildup and everything. You see, this left front tire is like shaded weirdly. I'm not entirely sure what that's meant to be, but it's got like this like weird gradient shading all throughout coming off from the rim. Is that just all supposed to be brake dust? I'm not entirely sure, because it's even on the tire itself. But hopefully that's coming across on camera. Down the left side, just have, you know, usual stuff. Got a little tire buildup around the left rear. The lettering is kind of rubbed off with this left rear as well. He does have a little kind of decal dent right there. It looks like somebody got into his left rear at some point during the race. That is just bothering me with the Decklid, where it's like the Camry is like wrapped around the bottom for some reason. No idea why they did that. Another thing interesting to point out about this car is that for some reason, again, it has the solid black shark fin. They did that with the Chicagoland sweep, well, the slide job, not sweep, but they did it with that car too. And I'm not entirely sure why they're doing that, because like, I think the bases of the side skirts, or shark's fins, are usually black, but they're usually clear on the top, so I have really no idea why they've been doing that in a couple of Kyle's wins specifically, but I don't know. You see the right rear is pretty much the bulk of any of the damage. It looks like he got into the wall at some point and did scrape the back pretty nicely, so that's not bad. Even some marks up on the right front. Maybe he did completely hit the wall or slide around the, you know, entire length of the wall, because both fenders are scratched up. So it has some damage, but, you know, this is one of those cars where, you know, you can, like, stare at it and notice tons of damage. If you want a lot of damage from 2018, at this point, we're pretty much waiting for Joey Logano's Martinsville win, because that one is going to be amazing. The entire right side is just marks, and the rear bumper's destroyed and everything, so that should be coming out in a few more weeks. Another interesting thing to point out is that it does have that, like, tape on the bottom of the spoiler, that for some reason cars do a lot. I guess maybe to, like, stop the airflow from flowing under the spoiler? I don't know. The only time I ever remember really tape being talked about on the spoilers was that time that Chase Elliott, like, added, like, a loop to his spoiler of tape that I guess he got penalized for or whatever, which is kind of funny. Sadly, this car does not have any sort of, like, M&M's wrappers or M&M's or anything. I don't know why, but that's definitely a shame, because those make, you know, those always make the race wins better. If you want this car as a brand new release, you can get it right now. I would not be surprised if this gets a little bit rare, just because it is his 50th win and everything, but... And the fact, like I said, that this is the first time he's won in the primary yellow car since 2013, which is a pretty gap that a lot of people I don't think really realized. But in the entrance, all ours to say, this has been a review of Kyle Busch's M&M's Richmond win from 2018. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.